After 7 years, Apple has finally updated the OG AirPods with noise cancellation. So many people have been wanting this, especially homies that don't like the fit of the silicone tips on the AirPods Pros. The AirPods 4s are about $100 cheaper than the Pro model, but still, are they actually worth your money? Let's find out. Welcome to Supreme Value. I'm trying to get the most for the least, so I created the Worth It rating system / formula to determine if a product is worth it from an average dude's perspective, aka me. I'm trying to save my money and help you save yo money. After I review a product, I give it out for free at Supreme Value 1 on IG. Every single post, you have a chance for a free product. I don't need all these products. So let's get started with the quality. All new, completely redesigned, revolutionary design is unnoticeable. They talked about the challenge of creating one universal fit for millions of different ears and refining the design based on geometric data, but honestly, the same principle applies. They either fit well or don't fit. I would imagine 60% to be able to say it fits well, me fitting into that 60%, and the rest not liking the fit. With IP54 water, sweat, and dust resistance, I ran in these and they ended up staying in my ear too despite my swamp ass. Low-key, they feel like they're gonna fall off all the time though, and I'm sure they do for tons of people, but for me, they stayed in with a nudge here and there. While I do wish they were matte, these are super lightweight and I could wear them for over 3 hours with little to no fatigue. And you're gonna need a case for the case. If you drop these, you're screwed. It's gonna break. In terms of sound, these sound fantastic, with crispy vocals, well-balanced rich sound, and umphy but not overbearing bass. Note, I'm no audiophile. Honestly, in-ear headphones sound so good these days. Most of the top mainstream ones are all amazing. I feel like most average homies like me can't tell between the differences. But let's get to the main addition. I feel like headphones are shifting from focusing on sound to focusing on what they can do with no sound, noise cancellation. With silicone tips of the Pro models, those are able to create a complete airtight, no-leak physical seal, but with these, there's still tiny micro pathways where your environment sound can pass through to your ears, so all the magic of the noise cancellation is done through the mic system. And it's not bad. I would say it blocks around 40% of the noise around you. When you have them on with no sound, you can't immediately tell that there's noise cancellation, but at the same time, if you wear them for like 20 minutes at a cafe and take them out, you're like, wow, it's pretty loud here. I do wish it blocked more sound though. One weird thing, when I would open or close doors, there was this like oscillating and unpleasant whoosh. Anyone also experiencing this? For battery, after using these for 2 hours straight with noise cancellation on, they went from 100 to 56%, which is exactly what Apple advertised, so 4 hours per one charge with noise cancellation. And the case will provide roughly 20 hours in total, so if you use them for like 3 hours a day, you have to charge it about once every week. Great quality. The best feature of these are its H2 chip inside, because having a processor allows for smart features. Its newest feature is lit. When my bank calls me about my credit card debt, I can now subtly nod to pick up the call hands-free. Or when I'm cooking up a Michelin star meal and some spam calls come through, I can reject the call right there. But yeah, if you get spam calls, just let it ring, because if you reject the call, they know you're a real person. Anyways, transparency mode works incredibly well for like running and wanting to hear your environment to avoid bikers while still bumping the new Rihanna album. I'm JK, shma. But yeah, the mics do a fantastic job letting the sound through. I'm sure those micrographs help too. Spatial audio is cool, with it making movies supported with it give a more surround sound feel. These have this haptic feedback button, so when you squeeze them, you have play pause controls, or you can hold to switch between noise cancellation modes. But the lame thing is there's no volume controls, which Apple could easily do by making one side play pause and the other side volume, but they probably took it away just so that there's more of a gap between the base model and Pros. They also have Find My to precisely track them when you lose them, and a speaker in the case, and these switch seamlessly and automatically from phone to laptop just like that. Amazing features. Let's talk money. If COVID was the TikTok Zoom era, post-COVID is the podcast sound effect era. Golly, everyone and their moms are creating podcasts more than ever. Short-form video creators, artists, and even filmmakers are seeing how sound deeply impacts the experience with all these unique, realistic sound effects. It's really a craft and art worth experiencing to its best ability. I say that all to say, I think it's worth investing a good amount of money for a solid pair of headphones, especially wireless ones, since they'll be worn all the time for most people. In terms of price, I like to ask if I didn't know the price, how much would I pay for these? Me personally, I think a price around $120 to $150 would be reasonable. So at $179, aka basically $200, sheesh! Typical Apple, no surprise there. Come on now. While I don't think it's an outrageous price, the price to me is mid. If you agree with me, you're in luck because remember, I'll be giving these out for free at Supreme Value 1 on IG. So that takes your price from mid to supreme. I give all my products I review there out for free in the comments. Overall, if I average up my scores, these are just barely good value with a rating of 3 out of 5. While I do think these do cost a bit more than what they offer, you can't deny its premium set of features and reliability. If these fit as opposed to the Pros, these are definitely the ones to get. That's what it really comes down to because honestly AirPod Pro 2s are basically the same price right now everywhere at $189. I would say the Pros noticeably block out more sound, have a better seal, have significantly better battery at 6 hours instead of 4, volume controls, and it's grippy. For those reasons, if you like the fit of the Pros, it's definitely worth going with those. But honestly, if you want to save money, there's definitely better affordable options out there. At the same time though, I think everyone can benefit from the practicality of the features these offer. So even though that these barely make it to a good rating, these are worth it. And if you're choosing between these or the non-noise cancellation ones, that $60 difference is a lot, but I would say again, it's just barely worth it. What do you think though? What headphones are better value? Am I whack? Cheap? Let me know in the comments. Peace!